My name is Gayatina, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 4 Dutch books that I reread somewhere in the first week of April. Now all 4 of these books are written by Christine Kliphuis and they have illustrations by Helen van Vliet. And they were mostly written quite a long time ago. Yeah, so the earliest one is from 1992 and the newest one is 2007. And this was, so these are part of the series the ziekenboeg. So this is Het Oor van Lenore. We have the Kop van Job. And then this is the ziekenboeg extra. This is the epilepsie van Annemarie. And the ADHD van André. And this series is kind of meant, so the ziekenboeg is about to help children teach about certain health things that can happen. And ziekenboeg extra is not just like illnesses, but more so ADHD and epilepsy, which is more like not an incidental thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining it properly. It's been like almost a month since I read these, but this for me was nostalgia, because I remember reading these when I was a kid. And so when I found these, by looks of it, I bought these 3 at a library sale, though not at the same time, but in different library sales. And this one I found second hand somewhere. I think this one is the first one I found to buy. And again, I just wanted something familiar and easy, and so I decided I wanted to reread something. And so this is something from my childhood that I remember. So Het Oor van Lenore is about Leonore. I keep saying, even thinking Het Oor van Lenore, it's Het Oor van Leonore. So her name is Leonore. I apologize. I don't know why this keeps being wrong in my head. Who has to have something happen in her ears, but I don't know what this is in English. So that's not very helpful, I suppose. Now this is a pretty short book. I think it's about 30-ish pages. But the ziekenboeg extra ones, they are about twice as long. Then we have the Kop van Job, which is about a boy named Job who falls out of a tree and then has a concussion. I do know that word. And so this is about that. Then we have the epilepsie van Annemarie, and this is about a girl who finds out she has epilepsy. So like I said, so these ziekenboeg extra books are longer than the other ones. They're about 60-ish pages. And at the end of this book there are some pages for parents to read, which the thinner books don't have. Then we have the ADHD van André, and this is about a boy who they find out has ADHD. Now this is by no means all of the books in this series, these 2 series. There are plenty more. These are just the ones that I managed to find. I think there's about 10 of the ziekenboeg, and I'm not sure how many there are of these. It says here on the back that this is book 5 in the series, so I'm not sure if there was more after them. Here is a list of the ones that were out in both series at the time that this book was published. I'd love to find more of them for nostalgia's reasons, but well, because of a pandemic, I don't go out at all, and so I don't find secondhand books. Not that there's many places to find them open right now anyway in my country, but I will try not to talk about the pandemic too much, because some people might find that upsetting. I don't know. I personally, the whole thing is making me very anxious, but yeah. So this was just a nice nostalgic read. One thing I do want to mention, and I think it was in this one, but I don't totally remember, is that there is a word in here which is the old word that was used for this specific treat, I guess. Like a cookie. It's not a cookie, but you get what I mean. In the book, I'm pretty sure André gets it as like a treat for doing something well, or something like that. I can't quite remember. And so this old name that is no longer used since quite a while ago, because it has the N word in it. Back in the early 2000s and the late 1990s, that word was still used. And so, I mean, I didn't use the word. I didn't really eat this, but I'm just saying I kind of wish they would have put like any other cookie or anything in here rather than that specific thing. But I just wanted to point out, in case that's something that bothers you. It bothered me to read it, but since I'm not black, it didn't bother me on a personal level. But I just wanted to point it out. Now, when I read this as a kid, that name was a common thing, so I didn't really think about it back then, I think. I mean, not to say that I didn't really eat these things, but I'm saying that they didn't have the newer name yet, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. I just wanted to point it out in case there is someone who wants to read this, then you know that that word is in here. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. There's plenty more single book reviews for me, although this was not a single book review, but yeah, for me to record today, that you will see, I'm thinking, over the course of May, at least if you watch them soon after they're uploaded. You can totally watch them also later, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!